How do you close higher ticket contracts in the branding or marketing industry? In today's steps, I'm going to talk about the value of building relationships and educating along the way so they truly understand the value of your price tag. In the past, I had a small advertising B2B agency where I was working with clients to develop social media campaigns. Now, the challenge that I recognize is that if the brand wasn't fully fleshed out, if it didn't have enough research or thought put into the brand, these campaigns wouldn't convert at an optimal level. Therefore, I decided to create a partnership with a branding agency, and I really got to see how bigger brands and marketing campaigns make a much bigger impact, influence, and reach. And in this process, I truly got to learn the value of building relationships and leading with value and education so that the client can feel comfortable investing into their business. Typically, the client will reach out to us. Really depends on what platform you have authority. With the agency that I work with right now, our authority is on the Google search engine. So if you just type in branding, our company will come up and they give us a call. So this is always great because they're already warmed up to the idea of investing in their business. They're ready to take action. It's just a matter of who they're going to take action with. So in our agency, there's a hierarchy, meaning every different person has got their own specialty, right? So for me, for example, I'm a brand director. I'm the glue of the company, I like to say, because my job is to connect you with the resources, whether that's people, technologies, or anything that I could provide value and education to help you understand how to really go about your brand or your marketing initiatives. So I will usually take a discovery call, and there's a few calls in between. And the reason why you want to do that and not rush to the close is because the more you could spend time in building that relationship and educating that person that's interested in your business about the value of different sectors, whether that's branding, marketing, film, web design, if they truly understand how intricate that process is, then they'll understand the value of your proposal. So usually what I'll do is I'll take a discovery call and I'll tell them right off the bat, hey, I'm not here to strategize with you because I got people in the company that are more senior to me, people that have been doing marketing for as long as I've been alive. So I would prefer that they put together that plan. And the reason I say this is because even though I could strategize, I would way rather have someone more senior deliver the same message, if not better, because it's just going to be received that much better. In this discovery call, I have a better understanding of their business plan, what are their goals, and what they will ultimately like to do. Why are they driven to do a rebrand or branding from scratch? For some business owners, they're just looking for an exit, or maybe they're going through an acquisition. Or maybe there's a strategic shift. So you really need to understand the reason behind why they're doing this, because that will be the driving force for them eventually wanting to sign on the dotted line. So in this discovery call, I download that information, I give them a chance to ask me any questions. And then the whole point of that is to line up the next call. Now that depends on what is, the objective of this project. If it's something that's more creative based, for example, if they're looking to develop a logo or a brand, then I'll typically partner them with a creative director. A creative director is someone who leads the creative direction of the project. I know it kind of sounds obvious, but not everybody knows what that means. So a creative director will usually work with UI, UX designers, graphic designers, and even web developers to really make sure that what we're creating is on par with the client's vision. Now, let's say that the objective is more marketing focused. They already have a well-established brand and they're just looking to tap into a different marketplace and create a new message that'll resonate. So in that case, I'll connect them with our senior marketing director that's been doing this for over 32 years and has worked with much bigger brands than I have. And I would way rather have that person put together a plan of action. If they're objective is to create some media assets. Perhaps they want to do a commercial, they want to do a documentary, or just build some social media assets that they can have a content schedule. I'll put them together with an executive producer that could really have an understanding of the story we're trying to create. What is the script? What is the mood board? What location? What kind of actors are we going to need? So he's the person that really guides the direction of film and photography related projects. So from the client's perspective, or prospective client, what they're seeing is that we have a faculty of different members that have different specialties, and every person is teaching them the intricacies of doing their job and doing it well, right? So at this point, the client really understands the value of investing into their business and exactly where that money is going to and what could be the ultimate outcome. So it's really important that you leverage your team, you come together and you show different levels of expertise, because what that does is it ultimately builds confidence. So it's really important that you don't rush to close the sale. What we're doing is we're taking our time to open the sale, to open the relationship, because that will open many doors. If you do a really good job for this client, their brand is going to be the face in front of their clients and their customers, right? So this could potentially create even strategic partnerships. Right now, I'm an equity holder in 3 different companies. Why? Because I got really connected to the mission that our clients wanted to accomplish, and I got passionate, I really understood it, and I plugged them into the right resources, and then it led to a partnership. So you never know what that relationship could open. So I want you to change the psychology of closing the sale, because that is very limited, and that doesn't really work for higher, bigger contracts, right? So what we're trying to do is build the relationship, educate them as much as possible along the way, so they understand the intricacies, they understand the work involved and the thoughtfulness. And also, when we're creating that proposal, the last thing you want is to have a template with a copy and paste solution. That's the fastest way to turn somebody off. If you really want to show that you've listened, that you care, and you're paying careful attention, you want to create something custom. And that's why it's important to leverage your team and bring different experts, so that we can create a plan that's truly unique for that business owner's goals and where they ultimately want to end up. So if I could leave you with anything in this episode, is to really focus on building the relationship, understanding the desires, and lengthening that time to give yourself time to add value, educate, so they truly understand the value of your proposal. So thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and if you found this thoughtful or interesting, or if you have something to add, drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to reach out to you. See you on the next episode.